Hey guys, welcome to another adventure at Malibu and Dad. Today, here we are in Kissimmee, Florida at the Military Museum of History. Come aboard with us as we check it out. Come on. So we start in the beginning. Here they have a store where you can purchase items. Got uniforms, nice patches, all kinds of neat things to check out. And then we start the exhibit in the Colonial Wars and it works its way all the way up to Desert Storm. So come aboard with us, guys. Here we go. Through these doors, we will check it out. All right, guys, here we go. And they start off with the Revolutionary War. These are really, really cool uniforms. The Union Jack. Colonial era hunting frock. That was Mel Gibson's uniform in The Patriot. Look at the different headdresses. Rifle and a Revolutionary War uniform. Man, that thing is pristine. That's a good looking uniform. I love the red, white, and blue. Copy of the Declarations of Independence. This is what started it all, guys. Look at this uniform. Absolutely very nice. Some of the weaponry, soldiers back then. Look at that rifle. Really nice. Looks like a Calvary hat. The leather on that. Man, that's beautiful. Their saddle. And the sabers they would carry with one of the old muskets. All right, so we move in to the next section. A Civil War rifle. Wow. So we're going into the Civil War now. Look at this uniform. Wow. Outstanding. Calvary with a saber sword. Everything here is almost like in your face. There's nothing behind glass. So you can almost touch it. Of course, they don't want you touching things, but they do a really good job here. Look at this cannon. That's the real deal. Shows how the soldiers raid the cannons. So they have some really nice examples of money. Here's a Dragoon pistol. We did a little something about that the other day. One of my videos. One of the battle flags. Look at these old weapons, rifles. Wow, so neat to see those preserved. There's a Union cavalry soldier, captain. What a nice uniform. Look at those. Captain. Nice saber. Here's some of the Dragoons and pistols they used back then. Very nice. They got a really nice assortment of uniforms. So they have Confederate and Union uniforms and weapons. So you get to see both sides. It's kind of neat. You usually don't see that, especially being from the South. You just see Southern stuff. Some of the different rounds they used back then. And here's the cannon. They would keep all the projectiles and stuff. So, true Civil War things here. Here's the Buffalo Soldiers. Look at that buffalo. Really cool. Also, guys, what they have here is have a research library. You can look up any conflict, do a little research, and it's just filled with neat military depictions of the warships. Look at that uniform. Wow. That's really cool. Especially to have a research library. It's very nice. They do a really good job here. In between all the books, you see certain military stuff. It's kind of cool. Look at the submarine. It's a German sub. How neat is that? Very well put together. Nice model. Yeah, they got different setups, different wars, different conflicts. Here more models. Things for you to see. Along with cool looking hats and all the reference books. Let's move on to the next section. This is kind of a tribute to Colonel Theodore Teddy Roosevelt in the Spanish-American War. The Rough Riders. Some of the uniforms. And memorabilia from the conflict. Those big Bowie knives. And then World War I. And they've got complete uniforms here. World War I. That is really cool. Very well preserved. All the way down the boots. Got some old gas mask. They talk about Alvin York. Here's some more World War I. The old cash register. They have different helmets. Old German helmet. Wow, that thing's heavy. Little photographs. Got some machine gun nest. Pretty cool. World War I. It's called the Doughboy uniform. The old Navy stuff. A little bit different. Now the models here are unbelievable. All the Navy stuff. So many ships. What one is that? Did a really good job putting these together. I love the old U-boat. Submarines. Show some airplanes. PT-109. Of course, the Kennedys were involved with that as a lieutenant. And here's actually a naval boat. I guess that was a lifeboat of one of the ships. Military officer. Really nice historical photos and stories you can look at when you come here. Giving you a quick overview. We'd be here for a week if I stopped at every single thing. There's just so much to see, guys, but it's really, really nice. They do a really good job here. Look at this German uniform. Man, that's amazing. German pistols and swords. It's the MG-34. That was one scary machine gun. And they've got different depicted scenes here you can look at. That tank. Amazing. All the Nazi stuff. You can see all the different uniforms they had back then. Look at these uniforms. These are just amazing. All with the real knives and daggers and everything. German grenade and pouches. Look at this scene here. Like an American column traveling through the woods with airplanes overhead. It's like the 9th Armored. Very cool uniform. The old pistols. What a collection. Very, very nice. This is a Tuskegee Airman. We got a great little section for them. What a crack unit. They did a good job. All right, so we're moving into some World War II stuff. Just carrying the grenades. Little Thompson machine gun. Show the Japanese kamikazes. What a collection. Neat stuff. Let me take you over to this motorcycle. It's an old Indian. Man, what a bike. That is nice. I'd like to have that. Planes up there. Uniforms. Showing some of the bikes. This is how they hauled stuff. Man, look at all this armament. Holy cow. How cool is that? There's a sun helmet. For rifles. There's a BAR. Some of the bombs. All right, so we're into the Korean War. Ever watched the old MASH? MASH was the Korean War. There's an old MASH unit right there. Kind of depicts what they went through. You got the nurses. Very cool flight suit. Going to a colonel. Yeah, they do a tribute to the canines in the military, which is really cool. Canines play a big part of American security. Different tools, collars, muzzles. That Marine Corps outfit, wow. Very nice. I love the Army uniform. Back then. The Army's kind of gone back to those too. It's kind of neat. Combat infantry badge. Okay, so we're into the Vietnam, POW/MIAs. Very important. This is colonel uniform. Very sharp. Ribbons. Wow. KC-135, I flew in those. It's a B-52 bomber.
No. I can move it back there. Okay. I think we're ready. We can leave them here until we meet them up. I don't know where it goes. Always just on the side. I'll put them on the floor.
B-4 Phantom. It was a very instrumental fighter plane back in Vietnam. And that's when the R-15 came out. It was in Vietnam. Pretty cool MP's outfit. There's a wall in DC. They just do a really good job, guys. The Vietnam Tunnel Complex. That was some of the cruel bows and arrows they used in Vietnam. Different aircraft and hats. Flight helmets. There's a Russian flag. This must be like a flight simulator where they used to teach them how to fly. That's gotta be the coolest job right there, is a combat pilot in a fighter jet. Look how tight that is, guys. Brave guys, man. Some of those guys got shot down and survived POW camps too. Unbelievable. Armored car. In the Cold War. The inside of that thing. Wow.
Oh, okay. All right.
They got Russian general uniform there. And this was the Kuwait-Iraqi conflict, Desert Storm. A few of my buddies in that conflict, for sure. Anti-tank rocket. And that's how they traveled. Had some MREs in the back, extra ammo. There's an Air Force One T-set. Kind of different. You see that every day.
That's amazing. Can you describe the map's significance to you as part of? Did you help create that map, or is that something you should have somebody else to do? Or were you? What hand did you have in creation of that map, other than to just somebody to follow you?
That's Calvary. Carry freedom.
It was not easy to
So the space program here. That's pretty cool. And here's a bunch of different uniforms. Naval wax. 3-star General Glisten. It's a Marine Corps outfit. Gotta love those dress blues, man. By far the sharpest uniform out there. And then you got the navy whites. And the Coast Guard. He's in his NBC gear. I used to wear that. Chemical warfare. Surgical kit, first aid stuff. Mess kits, everything a soldier needs. Some beef stew MREs. On this table. And of course the clergy is very important. What a neat place, guys. I highly recommend. Take the ride out here to Kissimmee and check her out. Hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. There's so much to see. They did a really good job here.